Speaker, Professor Julius Ihonvbere, representing the good people of Ihonvbere Federal Constituency, Edo State. You see, we do not really place value on education in Nigeria.
Minority Leader.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, if we really valued education and the implications of a sound educational system for national growth and development, we will not be behaving the way we are behaving. Sir, the universities we are talking about, the libraries, the best of the library is at least 5 to 10 years behind in the relevant literature. The laboratories, nothing to write home about. Academic journals have disappeared completely. ASU does not just embark on a strike. As a former secretary of ASU and chairman of ASU, I can speak authoritatively that there are several processes of consultation, both with government and with branches, before a decision is reached on whether to go on strike or not. And I believe that before ASU took this decision, there are 3 outstanding agreements signed by the federal government and not implemented. I mean, what do we want the union to do? So I think this is a great opportunity for this House, probably working with the Senate, to come up with a clear strategy on how to engage the federal government to live up to its own agreements. That is the problem. There is no other thing. The teachers are ready to perform their duties. The students, I believe, are also ready to go to school. But if we imagine the consequences of a disrupted academic calendar, we will better appreciate why this strike must not be allowed, to begin, much less continue. I want to appeal to our colleagues here, those who have connections with the big men in this country, to please educate them that when you sign an agreement, you should live up to the terms of that agreement. ASU is doing the right thing in calling a strike, but mainly to call the attention of Nigerians to what the federal government is doing. Not because they want to punish the students or prevent them from taking their exams or breaking the calendar. It is because the federal government has become notorious in signing agreements and not living up to the terms of the agreement. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I want to appeal that this must be taken very seriously. This is an opportunity to find a once and for all solution to the problem of strikes in our universities. If you see the quality of products of these universities because of disruption of the calendar, you will understand why it is very important. Because the kind of people, the kinds of students we are producing, graduates, will become worse than Boko Haram in the near future. Because they are good at almost nothing. And you force them into the system, give them jobs, they damage the entire administrative, political, and planning processes. And we're back to square one. Over 6 decades after political independence, we are still where we are. We have not solved one single problem. One. Even as the one listed in O.A. Lawal that we all read for a while. Go back to that book, it's still in existence, and see if we have solved one problem since 1960. We should be embarrassed. The Nigerian ruling class is more than wearing big agbada, riding air-conditioned cars and building mansions in Asokoro and other places. We should be embarrassed that as a nation, we have not made progress decisively in any sector. And part of the problem is what is happening with ASU. We're going to be talking about our school children. You have governors with convoys of 20 cars, 30 cars. They are spending money to hire thugs, but they can't even build schools for their children. They can't feed the children once a day. What are we talking about as a people? Let's take ourselves more seriously, take our country more seriously, and do the right thing at the right time to save the future. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.